Well, are you looking to finally take the leap into the world of tablets, but wishing the price would not put you in over your head?
Yeah, Gadget Guy Steve Van Dinter joins us with one device he says packs the horsepower of a high-end device at a price that's oh so nice.
It is oh so nice, and also nice on a nice rainy day to curl up to, right? Well, technology changing ever so fast, and if you've been holding out on getting a tablet, now is probably the best time than ever to get one. And I've got in my hand what is bound to be a winner this summer. Let's see if I can turn it this way. There we go. It is the Nexus 7, the first official tablet from Google. Google teamed up with a company called Asus, and from design to field to performance, we've got a winner across the board here. First up, some specs for you. It's a 7-inch tablet, so a 7-inch display, 1 gigabyte of RAM, and either 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of onboard storage. There's a front 1.2 megapixel digital camera for Skype or Google Talk video chats, and powering all of this is a quad-core processor, along with a battery that'll last you about 8 to 10 hours of screen on use. So this little guy will last you all day at work or perhaps a nice long car ride. The Nexus 7 is running Google's latest version of the operating system, so if you've used it before, you're going, it looks a little different. This is called Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean has a few more features in it, including things like Google Now, which is Google's answer to Apple's Siri.
It's very cool, too.
Yeah, it's very cool. Lots of transitions here, and everything happens with ease. I don't know if you notice here how fluid and dynamic the movement is. They call that Project Butter because it is oh so nice, like a knife through butter. Very smooth, very buttery, very silky. Google worked very hard to make this operating system one that's not only intuitive to use, but also going to be an enjoyable and easy experience without lag, which is something that users will say I'm not a big fan of, right? So let's check out what I call, or what they're calling Google Now, which is Google's answer to Siri. We'll ask it a couple questions this morning, including the most important one here. Will I need an umbrella today?
Yes, rain is expected today in Madison.
So there we go. Rain's expected. How about this? Let's say we missed the Brewers game last night. Who won the Brewers game last night?
The Brewers beat the Cardinals 3-2.
There we go. Brewers beat the Cardinals 3-2. You can ask it anything, all sorts of things. We could go on and on and on, but a lot of tech bloggers that I follow went head-to-head Siri versus Google Now. In 50 questions, 49 out of 50, Google Now came back not only faster, but also with the right answer in hand without having to ask any more questions.
That's amazing. Wow.
So Google will actually remember some of these queries for you, and they use these cards. So if I go ahead and launch Google Now, you can actually see it's kept track of places that I regularly go to, and so different spots like downtown, 18 minutes right now from my house to Channel 3 here was only 14 minutes because we got light traffic, and since we're close to Elver Park over here on the west side, it suggested if we wanted to this morning, might be nice. Might be a nice day to head over there and head on over to Elver Park.
I love it.
Very cool. And like I said, keeps track. So if you do searches, for instance, on Google for flights, this will keep track. Like let's say you're picking up a friend or a relative, it'll actually keep track of that query and say, you know, that flight has changed. Maybe I'll let Rob know about that. And it pops up a card for that. So it's very cool.
Not a ton of time left. Let's talk about cost. What are the costs here?
So cost, that's where it's going to win as well. $199 for the 8 gigabyte version, $249 for the 16 gigabyte version. So I give it a 4.5 out of 5 possible bars of reception. I love the size, the responsiveness, especially Jelly Bean. If you're a fan of Android or new to it, this is the version you want to be running. Tablet is lightweight, value priced, comes with a $25 credit for the Google Play Store plus a free Transformers movie. Only real downside I see is the lack of a rear camera and the max storage space capping out at 16 gigabytes. But overall, an amazing tablet that is super awesome. It's very hard to put down and hard to sleep when you have it in your hands.
The Gadget Guy having a tough time sleeping.
That's right.
Because of the tablet.
Imagine
I love it. I love it. That's great. Cool. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be right back.